Yeah. Did you click it? We're live. Oh shit. Well then, Charlie lads. Hello. How are you?
I'm alright, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
No, first thing I want to say is, lad, happy my first guest.
I know. Feel honoured.
You should feel honoured, lads, because I've been waiting. How long was it? Say 3-4 years to start this,
Yeah.
and none of Derek even wanted to jump on first, and he's been hard
Terrible.
on me for this.
Terrible, Derek.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't apologise, lad. You'll be round here one day. Yeah, but as you can tell, I'm nervous.
That's fine.
It is fine, like, but first of all, lad, what's been going on with yourself? That's like the main thing.
Well, finished uni now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How long did you do? 3 or 4?
3.
Was it always in my quarter?
Yeah.
How was that done?
It's weird, like, because
Why?
people are shopping, you know what I mean? Like, so I
Yeah.
and obviously, you know, it's just glass windows.
Mm.
I could be doing a mad monologue where I'm like in tears on the floor crying, and I look up and there's this tourist couple like that with the phone. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, no. It was good though. It's different.
Have you branched out like further from there? Like, so your performances, did you always stay in the Quarter, or did you just go to like actual theatres or
To do like an end of year play.
yeah, whatever?
Oh yeah, no,
whatever
we
they
went
play.
to done one in St George's Hall,
Nice.
the M&S, the Echo, the conference bit,
Yeah.
and the Playhouse. I won the Everyman as well.
Really?
Been everywhere. Just haven't been the Empire.
How many have you actually done? About 5? You said 4 there, but like,
And
was
then
there more?
Yeah, they've done 2 in the Met Quarter. Like,
Yeah.
they got like this performance space upstairs with like Astro. It's a bit weird, but
Astro.
yeah, I know.
To be fair, doing my quarter is nice since they
Bougie,
done it up.
Bougie.
What was the best one that you done?
My last one, Feston, that was in the Playhouse.
That was in
Got a main role, so
main role.
yeah.
Would you like the boy? Would you like the main one?
I was the boy.
Was you him?
I was, but
Yeah.
it was yeah, it's probably my best one. Like,
Yeah. What was that one about?
it was a Danish short film originally, and it's about like a father abusing his children, and then now that he's older, his sister unfortunately killed herself, whatever, and then my character like announces it to everyone at the dinner table, and they don't really care. They just like brush it away, and then my character just goes on a mad one.
I'm not gonna lie, considering like this podcast is about mental health.
Yeah,
That actually sounds like a proper boss starter.
yeah.
in
No,
terms of just to dive into that there.
it was hard though. Like it's hard trying to get in that headspace.
I'm not surprised because obviously going from like the level that you're at, and obviously you want to get to a higher level, but where you look at like, wasn't it Heath Ledger with the Joker, where he made himself that insane just to play a part? Did you feel like a small amount of it? Because obviously the grasp of playing the Joker with Christopher Nolan and all that, as your director, and obviously you just downscale it. Did you feel like you had to become a slight part of the actual character in terms of day to day?
Yeah, you kind of like have to enter this world. Like there was a rehearsal where my character ends up getting beat up by his older brother, because his older brother's like, you're ruining everything, like, because he's meant to be getting control of like a restaurant, and he's like, you're ruining everything, like bang, like hits me head off the table, such. And then we finished it, and I just stood there and just started crying. Like, I don't know, my tutor was like, you're okay, and I was like, I just need like, I don't know, it was hard,
Yeah.
but I don't know, it was good.
Do you find that part of it though, even though like you were like physically and emotionally crying because of it, do you find like enjoyment? And not because you've got to put yourself into a position where you might not know that you can reach, but you've then reached that point of, in a sense, excellence, because you've been able to go from one part to another and say, no, I actually can play this character. It's like a sense of achievement.
Yeah, no, it was a big step, like from where it been. Like even like loads of people said, like, you know, we didn't know you could do it. I didn't know I could do it.
Yeah.
But I just put myself in this world and just in this character's head for like 6 months, and then but you do one show, which was annoying because you have this big build up, and obviously the adrenaline before you go on stage, and then it's over.
So like literally you have like that big up and up, do the show, and then it just stops there, and then you've kind of got to live on with that. So would it be easier then carrying on with more shows, even though you have to stay in that headspace for longer?
I feel like it would, or to do a few
Yeah.
more because. So I'd done one in St George's Hall, and it wasn't the main role, but it was. I had to do two. I had to cover for someone, so I had to do one the next day, and then I don't know. I had this like. It's called post-show depression. So like, obviously, as you said, then with the adrenaline and the big build-up, and then it's just nothing.
Yeah.
It's like loads of actors and stuff get it.
Yeah. As I say, because what you're saying about like loads of actors, is that what happened to Heath Ledger? I'm also asking both of you, isn't that one?
I don't know,
Yeah, I keep referring back to him just because he was obviously so notoriously famous for getting into his own headspace. Because there was a documentary, wasn't it, about Jim Carrey and a certain character that he had to play, where it came out in a Netflix documentary.
Oh, and he went, like he was walking around as that character. He was playing a real person. I can't remember his name now.
Yeah.
I know what you're on about, and he was like causing murder on the set.
So, like, how do you think then? Because obviously it's happened to big-time actors, and obviously you feel like that adrenaline rush, and then it just stops right there for you, and you still kind of got to live with it. How would you address that in terms of yourself or giving that off to other people to not feel as affected?
I don't know. It's hard. Like, I think you just got to keep going, doing other things, and just keep your mind off it.
Yeah.
Like, I went through a week where I didn't, like, when I finished uni, it was like the same. Because, 3 years of all this hard work, and then it's nothing. Then I've stopped, and then you just feel, I don't know, you just feel not lonely, but
empty.
Yeah, there's nothing. I feel like there's nothing there.
Yeah.
To move on to. So there was a week where I didn't even like. I said to Lydia, I just don't want to see you, don't want to speak to you.
Yeah.
And I was just, but that's where I was writing a short film in that week.
Yeah, because
trying to keep busy.
Because then wouldn't that just then be like an aspect of life where you can go to uni for 3 years and that is your every single day more or less. And if you're not physically there, you could be doing work over the weekend.
Yeah.
If, I don't know, footballers, they have a career but it can last 20 years and then as soon as they retire, there's nothing. So
it's a routine, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Because I felt a little bit empty in myself when I have the 6 weeks off work because it's obviously working in the school.
Yeah.
That you have that routine. If you wake up at a certain time, you go to work at a certain time. And it's not like where people might go, oh, you get up and you go to your 9 to 5, but it's good to have that routine.
Yeah, no,
so
it is.
Once that routine stops, how can I say? It's like you got to kind of have something in play or something ready to take over and start filling up that space. That's
why people like go to the gym and stuff and just they constantly keep them busy. And
yeah.
It's annoying how you have to keep busy.
Yeah, it is. But it's also, it's so good for you, but it is so annoying as well. But I completely understand that because if you stop and do nothing, especially when you come into like our age and you start getting that bit older, that you can't sit there and jump on COD for 12 hours straight.
No.
Because you've got responsibilities, you've got a partner or something like that, you've got to go and do the shopping or whatever. So in terms of like routine and all that, do you feel like that our routine is completely different to a kid's routine now? And I know like that might sound like a bit straightforward, but we could still do the same things as what kids do. But the amount of responsibility we have now,
like
that it's more detrimental on us.
Yeah, you've got to like work, you've got to, you can't, as you said, you can't just fucking play the Xbox for 12 hours straight. I'd love to.
Yeah.
But you can't, you know what I mean? So I don't know, you just got to keep busy and you just got to have a routine, I think, anyway.
So how long did it last for you then, for that drop off, but you still had that character and that adrenaline in your system?
Do you mean from the show?
Yeah. So when that show ended, until how long until like you kind of got over it?
It was a few weeks,
Really? So what was like the things going through your head?
Just like, it's like peaking. You know what I mean? Like that was my peak. Like I haven't done anything like that before, and I was proud of myself. Everyone was proud of me, whatever. But it's like if you win an Oscar or something, it's like, you've peaked.
Yeah.
So where'd you go from there? That's like that with anything, really, any goal.
Yeah.
If you set a goal and you've got it, you need to set another one and then another one. I think Matthew McConaughey said like in a speech when he won an Oscar, saying like his hero is him in 10 years.
Yeah.
So he's constantly
chasing after it.
Yeah, but he'll never get there. Which I think's good to have.
It is good to have because like where do you see yourself in 10 years, just roughly kind of things, if you went down that route?
acting professionally instead of not professionally. Just doing like short films and stuff.
So say for instance, if you did get down at 37.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. I've just felt me back there a little bit from that. And I'm only 36 then. So you get down 10 years from now, you're doing short films professionally and that. Where do you see yourself as 47? Would that then change? Well, obviously, if you don't have an answer, that's fine. But do you reckon that would then change?
Yeah, I want to be like, just, I don't know. My goal is to, I don't care about being famous or anything like that. Doesn't bother me. That just comes with the job. But I want to act professionally where I don't have to go into Tesco and work like 3 days a week or 4 days a week.
Would you ever not take an opportunity though to go big time in that sense? So say if a role came up, maybe something came up in Liverpool and Stephen Graham or Jodie Comer was in it, and you're like, oh, Charlie, mate, we saw like the work that you've done. This could be your next step. You interested?
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah,
but I just, as I said, fame doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
it just comes with the job.
But it's like the way I'm trying to put it is not fame, but it's like that next step of career. So you might become famous from it, you might not, but would you take it?
Yeah, take it like taking a heartbeat, especially with them too.
Would you take it even though fame will come with it?
Yeah, it just, as I said, comes with the job. You know what I mean? It's one of them. It's a bit annoying. Like, would be annoying just like you couldn't even go to the shop. Get mobbed, especially if you're like an A-list or something.
Yeah, that's very true. Like, imagine you're trying to go and buy like some cheese or something from the shop and like, a couple of loopholes.
We've seen like videos of Taylor Swift.
No.
When she's like goes to a restaurant, she gets mobbed. How do you live like that? Yeah. It'd be minted, whatever. You know, she's boss, but
and then have people turn up outside your house and all that.
I know, wanting pictures and autographs.
Would you take that life even though it came with a lot of money? And that goes to both of you, by the way. So if you want to give an answer on that,
I'd have to, wouldn't I? Really, that's my goal, to be an actor.
Yeah. What about you?
If I could choose to be rich and not famous, I would.
Yeah, that's the cop-out answer. The question is, though, if you didn't want to become famous, but you had a chance to become rich, and then the fame came with it, would you still take it?
No.
No?
No.
Why? Too much hassle, or?
Yeah, a lot. It's you just want to live your own life, don't you? You don't want to get mobbed by people in public.
Yeah, and your life's all over like Twitter.
Yeah. You've got to be fucking perfect and
getting cancelled for a tweet you said when you were 12.
You're always under scrutiny as well, so there's nothing you can really do. You can't be yourself. But that's just my take on it.
That's fair enough.
Other people handle it better. I just know I wouldn't.
No.
That's like fair enough, to be honest, because I wouldn't mind the fame part of it. Like, that wouldn't faze me, to be honest, as long as it's like the right fame. Because like you might become someone that's like just pure music or whatever. But say for instance, if this took off, and I feel like that's the right fame in my eyes, kind of thing, because it's like an actual purpose kind of thing, not because I've got a talent or whatever, or
it's
I
you
got
being
lucky.
you.
Yeah, it's me being me, so people kind of knew that.
Yeah,
and like know how to approach me or whatever. So if you saw, I don't know, John Cena and JD Jims, you wouldn't really know how to approach him, would you? Just go,
you wouldn't see him. Sorry. Sorry.
Good.
I'll leave.
Yeah. But like that is the thing though, like
yeah, I'd be scared. Like I'd be like, oh shit, is John Cena there?
Yeah.
Because didn't someone go over to him and try and get a picture of him? Didn't he like tell him to go away?
Yeah, loads of I don't know about that. I know loads of my mates got pictures with him when he was in the gym, and every single picture he got was just
that's my signature
yeah,
pose.
Just like that. He also had a hat on as well, like you.
Really?
Unfortunately, I can't see you though.
No. Well.
Yeah.
That's just happy.
Bit mad that obviously in John Cena and JD Jim. Yeah, it is what it is though.
What was he doing here? Was it wrestling on or was it an event?
No.
Was it Comic-Con?
Beats me. No, because there's something Comic-Con coming up. Like soon.
That's the second one. There was one before, because I know Dustin from Stranger Things was in like the cavern having a bevy.
What? Really?
Was he having a bevy? He's like 16, isn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like he's
maybe he wasn't having a bevy. I don't know.
He might be 18 now, to be fair. He could be. You never know.
Get it up.
Yeah. Go on, Jamie.
Yeah,
Jamie. Yeah. Actually, try and actually get that up, though, if you can. Yeah, because I just want to clarify and put my mind at ease. But while he's doing that, you were saying before though about writing.
Yeah.
But obviously you've gone down the path of acting, and you were saying maybe in 10 years you can see yourself professionally acting, but like on smaller stuff, because it's not none of that fame that comes with it. How come you want to go down the writing route of it?
Don't know, because so with acting, it's like it's hard to get into. Like it's so hard. Like you've just got to be so lucky, or just keep going and keep at it.
Yeah.
So for me to get an agent, I'd have to keep doing short films to build a show reel to send off.
Yeah.
And then, but if that work's not coming, then you're basically stuck in limbo. So I was like, I'll just write something and I'll just make something. So I'm not waiting around for people. I'm doing it myself. So I just had a week where I was just writing a film, short film. I'm going to shoot it in January.
Yeah. As in, you're going to shoot it in January
Yeah,
coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
how long?
How long has it been since you started writing that then? And when will it kind of be ready to go? And obviously to be a bit more prep time in between finishing and then actually shooting it. But how long would that averagely take?
I'm still like changing things now.
Yeah.
As I sent it to someone who work with, I don't know what he done. Went to uni and done like script writing or something. So I sent it to him and he sent me back loads of notes like saying, I'd like to see more of this character. You could get rid of this, change this. So I'm still changing it.
Yeah.
I've cast it.
How do you find the casting? That's actually something that's always intrigued me, that when like you see big time people getting casted in films, you go, they don't look anything like that, or they don't look like the other shooter.
It's hard. It was hard. Like I'm too nice, me. So we had this studio in the arts bar, and there's 4 of us sat behind a table, and like the people were coming in one by one, but they were all so good. Like I was waiting for someone terrible to come in, and no one did, and I was like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And then it was just, and then I got people back in, a few people, to see how they do again, and then cast it. But everyone was good. So I mean, the work with them in the future, which is good to have them there. And then some girl, she looked too young to play the girl, but I wrote her in. I wrote her character in, because she was that good.
Yeah. I mean, that's absolutely fair enough, and you know, good on you, because you're a nice guy.
Well,
was it more like a guilt thing that kind of made you bring her in? And we'll cut this out.
Well, put it in.
Yeah.
No, she was like really good.
Okay, fair enough.
Like she just nailed it, just dead natural, which I'm after. I don't want like one of this GCSE Hollyoaks acting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel like that would be the level I was at. I got a distinction star in acting.
Did you?
I was really proud of it. Got told to go to uni to do acting, and I was like, no.
Why?
Didn't want to do it. I was just good at it, but didn't want to go and do it. I wanted to go and be a PE teacher.
Fair enough.
So I just listened to what course that my PE teacher's done. Didn't even look into it, and go out, do that.
Yeah.
In front of uni. And left after 2 years.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why did you finish?
Didn't want to be a PE teacher anymore.
Yeah, but then you've got that there then. Like, it shows that you've been, I don't know.
Yeah. So, we're going to come away from acting. Because this is like me, like a vent. This is like my venting thing.
Okay, go on.
I hate uni. I hate the aspect of it. There's only some parts of it that I agree with. So, university, when it comes to like doctors, maybe physios, other stuff that requires you to really go and actually do well. But when it comes to like teaching, especially the way teaching is at the minute, like I could go in and probably teach most of my classes now because of the type of work. But mine is different because it is SEN. But I also don't like the fact that with uni, you kind of just left to go and do things by yourself. It's like a lot more independence, which obviously they're going to try and promote and like push onto you because you are going to go into the bigger world. But I also feel like there's too much as well in independency. Independency? Yeah, there we go. So when we went, I went enjoying it, basically. First year I messed about because it was just uni. I feel like everyone kind of does that.
Yeah.
So went out, drinking all the time, stuff like that. Second year came around, knuckled down a little bit more, but just still weren't enjoying it. But overall, I just don't think uni's actually the best thing, and I feel like it's too forced upon people, and especially in the world that we live in at the minute. So like this right now, I didn't have to go to uni to do this. Yeah. This could absolutely crash after 10 episodes and just never do it again. But how many podcasts are there in the world? How many YouTubers are there in the world? How many artists and stuff like that. Like, did you feel that you had to go to uni to become an actor?
Well, what you were saying there with like people messing about and stuff, I don't think people should go to uni straight after sixth form.
Yeah.
Like, I went at 24.
Mm.
You know what I mean, I was a mature student, so I had time to think and thought, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I had to go to uni because I was just waiting around for, like, I was doing extra work and that was it. But now that I've been to uni, I'm made up. I went, like, it's changed me as a person, and I think I've just gotten so much better and so much more confidence.
Yeah, we'll say that is, to be fair then, like, because you said you waited until you were 24 to go. I went when I was 18.
Yeah, I don't think people should.
Yeah, but it gets pushed onto you so much. So, like, I always just remember, I feel like we've done like a week or so of like thinking about what options you wanted to do and then writing them down and then actually choosing the option. But that's because the school wanted us to choose. So if I believe if I'm correct, schools may get more money or they get a better track record of how many kids go to a university from that school.
Ofsted, isn't it, and stuff like that? I'm sure they do.
So, like, in a sense, it's kind of wrong because you're pushing kids into like a direction where they might not be ready to go into. Yeah.
Yeah, because some people do, like, they get forced into a degree, as you've just said, and then like, they don't like it or it's not what they want to do, and then they're in debt.
Yeah.
And you've got to pay this off, and they're not even doing it. Most people don't even... When I worked in Jaguar Land Rover, most people there had degrees, but stayed in Jag because of the money. Yeah. But they had, like, really good degrees, but just no one wanted to do anything with
it. Because, like, I'm in 18 grand worth of debt for something that I'm never going to use.
Mad,
because people wanted me to go to uni.
Yeah.
But I only went because they wanted me to go, and it seemed like the thing to do, so I got more hype for it. But looking back now, I was like, no.
People just see the loans, like the student loans that you put in your bank, whatever, and just go mad with them.
Like, you should be allowed to go and work for like a year or two and try and find out who you are a little bit. Like, that 18 to 19, maybe 21 would be such a vital time for people to go out and do things and then have the option to then go to uni.
Yeah, it should be 21, I think, should be 21 should be like the age to go to uni.
Yeah. I say, because imagine, like, going to uni when you're 18 and not having an actual clue what you want to do. You've just been told to go.
Most people on my course, like, I don't think most of them will do acting ever.
Yeah.
They were just there because it's fun, you know what I mean? And you don't get really, as you were saying before, you don't get left, like, you got left alone and just put on your own.
Yeah.
We didn't. Ours was, like, full-time. Like, you're in class, you're doing, like, we play games, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Playing, like, Ninja at, like, 9 o'clock in the morning, thinking, I'm like 54 grand debt for this. It was fun, like, you know what I mean? I'd rather be doing that than just being given, like, an essay and sent on my way.
Yeah, because I always just remembered that when I left uni, it was kind of like, oh, what are you doing that for, kind of thing, and then a couple other people left. But the people that graduated, like, one of them is just a football coach now, so he kind of got something there. But one girl, she ended up going to do makeup. Some girl ended up just playing football full time. I can't remember exactly everyone. There was someone that went and worked in Jag, and there was someone else that went on to do, like, absolutely nothing with the course.
Really, yeah.
And he's thinking, you've just done 3 years, got your degrees, got that piece of paper finished, throw your hat up in the air, and then go,
and want to do something else. I don't want to do it.
Might as well just got your certificate and ripped it off because you're not going to do anything with it.
Yeah, it's good to have on your CV for certain things, because most people, like a graduate scheme or whatever, they don't care what you've done as long as you've been to uni, you've graduated.
Yeah,
because that's I only said to you before, because you've done 2 years, like, you may as well just finish the other one. But
because remember last week when we were talking, Derek? Well, not us personally, but when you were there, we had the others here, and it was that Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone in. You're onto it, like, where he's like a mafia boss.
Is it on Amazon Prime?
Something like that, yeah, or whatever.
I think I've seen.
There's a clip in it where he goes on to say about they don't really care about your grades and all that with jobs when they try and hire you. They want to see that you've got that uni degree because you turned up for somewhere for 3 years.
Yeah.
You met deadlines, and you met deadlines with a good quality.
Yeah.
So they're not bothered about the work that you've done.
It's just showing that you
just know that you can turn up every day.
Yeah.
So why can't jobs just accept us to say that I can turn up every day, but I don't need to be in 54 grand's worth of debt?
Yeah.
Just
with
to say,
interest as well.
Yeah. It's just like, that's my thing anyway with unis. Like, I'm just...
Yeah, I don't think It is mad, like 54 grand for a job.
Yeah. Because, like, for yourself, you're doing quite well, aren't you, at the minute, Degs?
Doing all right, yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't go to uni for it, did you? You learned on the job, more or less.
I'm on an apprenticeship, so
Yeah.
I'm learning and earning.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Like industrial electrician
Oh, yeah?
course, but I'm in college to do an electrician course, but my job is all industrial.
So you're just learning on the job?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Find that easier? Do you think them going like...
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people learn by doing things practically, not theory-wise.
Yeah, people are different, aren't they? And you just...
Yeah, some people can sit down and learn from a book, but I feel like a lot more people can learn from actually doing things and seeing things in front of them.
Yeah, hands-on.
And seeing how things work.
Yeah. Makes sense, actually.
So what's your thoughts then on uni before we finish up on that part?
As Charlie was saying, I think it's really good for like very academic jobs where you need to learn things about human anatomy and crazy theories like science and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then, there's at the same time there is a lot of jobs or courses that are useless.
You can just learn on the job kind of thing.
Yeah, so I'm a bit divided on uni, but I lean towards it being useless.
Yeah, but it's one of them. Like, I think in my head, in a nutshell, it's good, but it's heavily overrated.
Yeah.
Like heavily pushed upon people.
Oh God, me belly there. Yeah, imagine having your doctor like, when do you go?
Starving a lad.
Yeah, get them starving. Nando's. Yeah, imagine having your doctor like a surgeon comes in. It's like, oh yeah, so I didn't go to uni. I learned on the job. It's like, so they are needed for like, as you said, like doctors and stuff.
There will be stuff and all that, but like you said, it's just, I feel like for what a lot of people do, and especially the way, maybe the parts that we live in Liverpool and all that, we're not exactly glorified, are we, in terms of we're not the best loved in the world, maybe not get the most money and stuff, but we have got good unis. But I can't see a lot of Scousers becoming like doctors. So don't come across, if you go to like the Royal, I don't come across like a Scouse doctor or something.
Yeah, some John Ed.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Me to fix your leg.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charles.
Where's the blade, lad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine, man, that'd be comedy, that.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to acting then, Sophia. We've been on uni for ages, and you may even hear about uni. So, when it came to starting acting, I know we kind of covered it before, but so we can go more in depth. What challenges and all that do you actually face as an actor? And how does that have, like, maybe an impact on you mentally? In terms of, like, can I do this, can I not do this, or relationships with yourself? Because I can imagine it to be quite hard and quite frustrating and stressful.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. So, basically, what challenges do you come across as an actor? And does that have, like, a negative impact on your life or stuff like that?
The challenges, like, with what I spoke about before, with, you know, going in this downward spiral after a show or playing, like, a heavy character. That's a challenge. I'm still learning to, because even me film now, me characters, I don't know, I just love fucking playing characters that have been through hell.
Yeah.
Doesn't help me, like, but yeah, I don't know, like challenge, and then confidence as well, I think, because you're putting yourself out there, especially, you know, if you're on stage and you got a scene where you got to like burst out crying.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always thought this just before you carry on, because I will forget the question.
Come on.
No, you just got to cry on scene.
Yeah.
Like, just, you've got to cry at like a certain time and you've got to be ready for it. How do you get into that headspace?
Some people can do it, some people can't. I didn't know I could do it until I'd done that play.
Yeah.
So there's a bit where my character comes out and after he's just being beat up. So I had that in my head. Like, you're getting beat up. And then I was like speaking and saying things that, you know, would make me upset anyway. And then he comes out and he sees his sister. And I don't know, I just visualised like everyone I'd lost in my life, which is sounds proper dark and deep.
But you got to
and
do
then,
it though.
And then you just, like, I didn't see the sister, I just seen like so many people, you know.
So where you obviously, you're focusing on wanting to get yourself ready physically, do you find yourself maybe like losing a couple of seconds or whatever of the play that it might throw you out? Or is that where the skill of acting comes
Do
in?
you mean like with the
so
thinking about whatever it is?
Your scene's coming up, you're about to cry
Yeah.
and all that, but you've got to get yourself in that headspace. So you're thinking all these dark stuff to get yourself physically ready to cry. But do you maybe lose a couple of seconds?
Or do you mean because you're bringing yourself out of the play?
Yeah, you've got to bring yourself mentally out of the play to then physically come into it a bit more. Do you maybe like lose a couple of seconds or whatever of the play? That could throw you off.
You don't really think it's weird. Oh God, sorry, knocked the table. Like before I went on, and I'm standing there, the curtains are down. In my head, I'm just going over everything, my lines through the whole play, just panicking. But as soon as the curtain opens, you just forget. Like obviously, just say that's the audience. You just forget. It's like a wall, and I don't know. I was just in it, which was good because the whole cast were unbelievable. So everyone was in it.
Yeah,
which it helps you. You know, vice versa. So
yeah, because where you're talking about the cast then as well, I feel like I'm just going to be firing questions as soon as I think about it. Where you're talking about the cast there, and you're saying like you're all in it together. Do you ever find like any point where it's like maybe even like a little bit awkward? Because I don't know, like I always think about acting, even though I've been behind the camera before and I've done it myself. I always think like, oh, it's a bit cringy. That. Like I've got to like act a certain way. But is it easier because you're all there together and you're all there for a purpose, and no one's judgmental?
No, because it's mad because if everyone's going for it and that one person isn't, that one person will stand out.
Yeah.
The one that isn't and look stupid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So everyone needs to just
be on it.
Yeah, go for it.
Have you ever had a moment like that though, where you maybe just starting off, just getting into acting and stuff, finding your feet, and you kind of just stood there and you look like that one that is not part of the group?
Yeah, well, first year I got a main role. Like there was a few main roles, but I got one of them, and I was in class and I had a panic attack mid-scene, and I was just like, my tutor was like, "You're okay?" And I was like, like shaking, like I don't know what happened to me. So that knocked me down a little bit, to be honest, for like a year, I'd say.
Yeah.
So whenever I was doing stuff, I was just constantly thinking in my head, I'm gonna have a panic attack. But obviously, that was me doing that, you know what I mean, from the first time. I don't know how it happened. I think because I was like one of the oldest. Yeah. I felt a lot of pressure because I wasn't more experienced, but I'd done a few more things than other people. And I don't know, it just knocked me confidence for about a year, I'd say. Yeah.
It's like, I find panic attacks really. I'm going to come back to you as well, Derek. Just so, have you ever had one before?
I haven't, no.
You haven't?
I haven't.
Like, don't you find like they are the weirdest thing ever?
Yeah, it's like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah. It's like, I always remember when I used to work in the home bargain warehouse, I was just going down, driving down the aisles on my truck, and I had my headphones in. And at that time, I'm sure I was listening to like Lewis Capaldi, but this is when I was kind of already going through like a mental health stage, so like maybe I was a bit more sensitive or something to anything.
Yeah.
And I remember I just started like hyperventilating and all that, and I had to just drive off.
It like rises. Yeah.
It was just so mad. It's from weird. Nothing. And I was trying to talk to my manager and I couldn't speak because I was choking, I was crying and all that. But he's like, they're so harmless, but like they're so detrimental up here for you.
You just think, I'm having a heart attack, I'm having a stroke. Like that was going through my head, and I thought, what the hell's going on with me? Like, and my legs, but everything was shaking. I just had to go outside and have some water and just chill for a bit.
Yeah. So I always remember I had like a mini one. Like, I don't think I really realised what it was at the time, but I had a small idea. Walking through town with my dad, like past Primark and all that. And I just started having like a mini panic attack in time. I can't remember why. Like, it was just like out of nowhere.
Maybe, or?
I don't know, because I've done well in crowds. Because this must have been about 17, 18 probably. So obviously I was a bit used to, obviously schools had over 1,000 people going to footy, going out. But then going out. So crowds, going to festivals and all that, going to raves. So I was kind of used to all crowds, but it was proper weird. Like, it is just mad how like it kind of just springs on you and it's got you.
Yeah, I know. And then like you just, I don't know. I had a few more after that. Not like straight away. Like sometimes when I get up in class, because I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna have a panic attack.
Do you
Thinking, what the hell?
do you reckon we're guilty of bringing it on ourselves because we think about it too much, or like we build it up to if this could happen, so then it
Yeah.
overtakes us even more?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Don't know. But then it stems back to the first one. It's like, why and where did that come from?
yeah,
Like, I was doing a scene where my character was like walking through, and it was about two guys in Wyoming who murdered a gay person.
mm-hmm.
So I was one of the murderers, and I was walking through in a jumpsuit, orange jumpsuit like that,
Yeah,
and they're all like shouting at me, and then I have to speak to the judge, saying like I'm sorry, and then next minute just said rose from my feet,
yeah,
and I was just shaking, and I could feel everyone looking at me. They were behind me,
yeah,
and I just knew every single person was like, what the fuck's going on with him? And then my tutor, obviously, but my tutor's like Mike. He's when I done Feston, he wasn't going to give me the main role because of me hiccups that I've had.
Your hiccups.
Like, you know, me panic attack.
Oh,
and stuff. He didn't want to throw me into the deep end, especially for this character.
I honestly thought you meant like genuine hiccups.
No,
then.
no,
yeah,
sorry.
no, yes, yeah, I got
me slang.
yeah.
And he'd give me a trust me with it, and then he was made up with me.
Do you think like ways to get over panic attacks then, and this goes out to both of you if you want to answer, that the best way to get over them is to go above your depth, so to get that main role and something like that? Or if you was having one maybe in MMA or whatever, you would then have to maybe just go and have your first fight or something like that? Like, if that would be a relatable one for your world.
I don't really know what causes the onset of panic attacks, so I wouldn't really know what to say, but I guess like just go in for it, do new things, stuff like that. I don't know if panic attacks are really such a thing in stuff like third world countries and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if they suffer things like that.
Yeah, because panic attacks is like anxiety, isn't it? And anxiety comes from like pressure, and it comes from nerves and stuff. And where you're saying about third world countries, they don't have that pressure, do they? Because they have like a routine. They know what they've got to do every day and stuff like that, and they accept probably the way that they live. So do you reckon the Western world is more prone to panic attacks then? Maybe not even the Western, probably like if you go far east, maybe like China and Japan, because obviously they're very workaholics in that sense.
Don't they have like the highest suicide rate like Japan or something?
Japan does, yeah. Because there's a thing in Japan that always stands out to me. If you fall asleep at your desk and work, it's seen as a good thing because you've worked yourself that hard that you're tired.
That's mad.
And they allow you to sleep. But obviously, if we slept on the job here, we'd get over and get booted or something on the floor.
Sacked.
Yeah.
End up on Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah. So do you reckon that like panic attacks, obviously, where I said, stems from anxieties, it stems from pressure, and it stems from nerves and whatever else that's going on, overwhelming moments, we're more prone to because probably the world that we live in. Do you reckon that comes from social medias and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on people nowadays.
Yeah.
Because I'd never heard of them, like, when I was growing up.
Yeah, that is
It
true.
probably
Yeah.
happened, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on people nowadays?
Do you reckon social media brings that more pressure? I feel like that's a question that everyone asks every day.
Just what, like, seeing people's fake lives or...
Yeah.
And like, oh, I want to be like that, I want to look like that.
Yeah, because I seen a thing the other day. Social media is only the highlights of someone's life.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. But people always compare that is their life kind of thing.
Yeah, it's hard not to, though, I think. Like, if I post a story, it's just usually like the bombed out church when I'm outside work, just getting a break. I'm like, you know what I mean? But people like when you say people like posting like the snippets of their lives, like the best bits, and like on a yacht or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're on a yacht constantly. That could be from years ago.
Yeah, it could be, actually,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Because as long as they're not in it, and it's just like a yacht in the sea or whatever, it
Living
could be
these
whenever you
fake
want
lives.
to. Yeah. God, I can't wait to go on a yacht now. Just take a picture and send it to you.
Do it.
I will.
I'll go on the ferry. Now, with my coats freezing.
What was the duck bus, was it?
Remember that sunk?
Yeah.
I was in town shopping. I was at L1 bus stops, and I'd seen this helicopter come over. So what the fucking loads of people going across the road. Looked over and it was just sinking. Didn't someone die in that? Shouldn't be laughing, actually.
Good.
Maybe. Yeah,
I actually don't know. All I know is that it sunk.
I don't think.
Yeah, all I know that it did sink. But I actually don't know if anyone actually. I doubt it.
I don't think.
Because there's a lot of people around in that area. Like, because the doctors always...
I can't remember. It was years ago.
Yeah.
You probably didn't. Probably dreamt it.
No.
In a wired dream, something like that. Weird.
Might have been getting ready into that mindset of festing.
I know.
But, yeah, going back over a few years of you growing up, would you do anything differently that has had a negative impact on your mental health?
I'd say yeah, but I'd also say no. Because I feel like it's made me who I am today. Like, if I didn't go to... So, Jag, doing, like, nights and stuff.
Yeah.
That wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
But me going there made me realise, I want to go to uni.
Yeah.
Which has made me who I am now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd say yeah, but no. But yeah, but no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
it's
I agree with that. You didn't want to go through the times of what you've gone through, but you've appreciated them and understood them why you're here today.
Yeah, it's like, that was my path, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm the same there with the home wagon, working nights, and I realised I didn't want to do that anymore. So I went back into education because I knew I was good at it.
But if you didn't go to home and bargain,
I don't know where it would be.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's strange.
Because like how much I hated that job made me start off like me YouTube and stuff, and then that didn't work out. And they had the idea to then do a podcast. So it's been like 3 years or whatever, but obviously now I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But it's like, as you said, yeah, you would change but wouldn't change it. So I would change going to home and bargain because how much I didn't like it. But I wouldn't change it because I probably wouldn't be doing this right now or with the girlfriend that I'm with at the minute or in the job I'm in at the minute or the mindset that I've got.
Strange.
Yeah. What about you, Degs? Anything? So the question is, going back a few years of you growing up, would you do anything differently that had a negative impact on your mental health? And if you do this, probably go camera 2 as well, so you can get us both in. Yeah. Just before, it was just on me and like you two speaking, I was like, shut up. Yeah.
I'd probably just tell myself, just do the things you were scared to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you're still alive, aren't you?
Yeah.
You don't want to live life with regrets, and you don't want to be 40, 50 years of age looking back thinking, oh, I should have done that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, there'd be nothing worse than that.
Like. Why do you think we're like so scared to do things, but knowing that the results are going to be good for us anyway?
Fear of the unknown.
Is failure as well.
Yeah, failure's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't. It's weird.
Yeah, because I don't get it. Like, why are we so scared to fail if we're going to stay in the exact same place anyway? It's not like we're going backwards. We're just haven't achieved the next step.
Too comfy. People get too comfortable. Especially like in jobs as well. People get too comfortable. You know, they've been there years and like, nah, I'll stay here. The money's sound. They've got a good pension. And it's like, you're miserable. It's not what you want to do.
Do you reckon that's because it comes down to their routine? They know what it's like, so they're scared to change it?
Yeah. Gotta be.
Because once you change your routine, it takes time to adapt to it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is fair enough, to be honest with you. I can understand it as well, why people want to stay in jobs like that. And they do want to stay there, but it's also, for me personally, and obviously people might think completely different, but it's probably the worst thing that you can do. Like, that's like a more or less a fear for me, that I'm just comfy and just staying just like that.
I'm not a 9-to-5 job person. Like, I need to expand, you know. I want to be tied down doing the same thing as you said.
Yeah.
And with acting, it's different every time.
What's different then with acting to 9 to 5? So it could be the hours, it could be the flexibility, it could be, what is it?
Long hours. You do longer hours, but you know, you could be I could be playing, I don't know, a drug dealer, and next time I'm playing a teacher. And next time, you know, everything's different.
I always remember Jake Gyllenhaal, where he had an interview or something like that, or he was on a podcast, and he was talking about the best part about being an actor is learning about other people's lives. So you might become a teacher, so you've got to get into mindset. What's a teacher like? He became a boxer.
Yeah, you got to research. Yeah,
he's now got to live a life of a boxer. He going to do something to do with like special forces. He's going to go and live a life of being special forces. Do you see yourself doing stuff like that?
Yeah, I'd love it.
Yeah,
I love him, to be honest. I mean, Shia LaBeouf is probably one of my favourite actors as well.
Yeah,
love him.
Was that before like he went controversial. Would that be the word to use for him? I don't know too much about him. Like,
yeah, I don't really follow that. I know he done. I think I watched him. He was on John Berthel. Is it Berthel?
Yeah,
he was on his podcast.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like, because I don't know if he hit his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend, which obviously don't condone.
Yeah.
But I don't know. As an actor, I love him. I think he's unbelievable.
What made him like so special to you, or like really caught your eye more than others?
So have you ever watched like Fury? Like he gets into the role. Like he's like a. I don't know if he's a method actor. I think he is. Like he just gets so deep into the role, and that's what I love doing.
Yeah.
But I've never had, other than Christian and Feston, that was the only role where I've been able to dive deep into. So that's what I want to do. Like get a role where I can just.
Where you are all hands in.
Yeah.
Jumping in deep.
I am that person.
Yeah.
It's fun. Even though the story and the character might not be fun, but it's fun learning and trying to do it.
Do you reckon long term though that could have an impact on you mentally to a point where you might not be able to come back from it?
No, I think I'd be able to come back.
Yeah.
I just have to do things that I do as me for a bit, routine. Going back to that. This episode should be called Routine. The routine.
Write that down, Jamie. Yeah. But yeah, so as we talking about Jake Gyllenhaal and all that, I don't even know where I'm going with this one, I'm not going to lie, but obviously where he was saying about like living the different lives and that, what type of lives would you like to indulge into? It's like type of roles that you actually, I want that at least once.
To learn about, you mean?
Yeah, could be to learn about.
I don't know. I'd do anything really.
Yeah. Is there anything that you wouldn't do?
No.
No?
Really? Actually, no, I'd actually do anything.
I'm trying to think of like roles that I could just like bang off the top of my head, but
like
I feel like every one of them you just go,
no, I would, because me in first year would, like first year uni after me little panic attack and stuff like that, and leave, I wouldn't do it. But now, as I said, I've completely changed as a person. I've been doing like these improv shows, and I've done one last night, and like even a few of the tutors were there, and he was saying like, I'm so proud of you, like it's mad how far you've come. So it is. I'm proud of myself, to be honest. My little journey, I've had to have the panic attacks to get to where I am now. Yeah,
but that's what makes you the person that you are today, as you said, wasn't it? That makes you a strong human, in terms of being able to overcome them challenges or whatever it is. Like, did you only start really getting them, or became more frequent, or more? What's the word that I'm trying to find? Where do you start becoming more
frequent in it?
I don't know, not frequent, but like where you're able to then you're more prone to getting them. There you go. So you're more prone to be able to get panic attacks. Was that came when you went into theatre and stuff like that, or was that before you even started the theatre?
So I think I had a random one when I worked in Jag, but I didn't have a clue. Like it was just didn't have a clue what it was, and it went quite quick. The one in uni stayed for like a day. I'd say, the after effects. Yeah. I think it was just more at the first one the second one, in uni, it knocked me confidence. I think when every time I was getting up, that's when I was prone to them. Yeah. Because I was thinking, I'm going to have one now. Yeah. I was up last time. It was in this room as well. Yeah. I was standing there. You know what I mean? But then I'd just slowly started to get more confidence, and I haven't had one for ages, to be honest.
Isn't it mad as well? Because I've got like a little thing where it's like a certain spot brings back a certain thing.
Yeah, it's like it was the room. I always like, I need to be in a different room here.
Yeah, I do find that mad. Did you feel like that you brought yourself out of it, or did like a partner bring you out of it, or a friend, or a tutor, or family?
People try, but I don't think you listen. Yeah, I think it's got to be you. Because like I've spoke to people that have had them. Someone had one last night before the show. Yeah, and you can only say so much, but it's them. I mean, like probably 5% of it. They're 95%. They need to do it themselves. Yeah, it's hard, but
because I always remember mine. Like I was wearing like a panic attack, but I was walking home from the gym, so I was walking up towards London Road, and I just started like proper burst out crying, like just absolutely mad. And that was like my point where I was like, I need to now get better. Yeah. Like the amount of conversations I've had with people and tried to relate to people and all that, like where you're saying that you just have to make that decision yourself. Like, it's a lot of work.
No, it is.
To do that, and
it's tiring as well.
Yeah, like I feel like I had to bring myself away from a lot of people in order to be able to get happier and feel like more me again. But
it's annoying
I couldn't be near
that you have
anymore.
to do that.
Yeah.
But if that's what helps you, then, you know, look after number one.
Yeah. It's been something that, like, I'd never want to go through again. But, of course, it came out in a better way. But it's quite lonely.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the word to say. Like, it's quite lonely that you have to be able to go and do that.
Just be on your own for a
Yeah,
bit.
be on your own. And then find out what's going wrong. Why don't you like it? And you've got to find out ways how you can come away from it. If you can't, how do you adapt to it? And like it's a lot of self-work to then just not have a panic attack.
I know, it's so annoying, so frustrating.
Yeah. But do you feel like since you've got better or something like that, or you've been able to overcome it more efficiently, that you're just not having them anymore?
Basically, yeah. I probably will have another one in my life, you know what I mean? But it won't be through acting or through like being in front of people.
It's the midlife crisis.
Yeah, probably.
It's literally midlife crisis.
When I get to meet 20-year goal and I'm like, I'm still in Tesco. God damn it.
Still stacking the shelves.
Yeah. Hey, shift leader.
Right,
well, I'm stepping down, but...
Why are you stepping down?
It's another story.
Oh, God. You got
they're not flexible enough for me acting.
The camera's right there, lads.
They said he was, but they're not.
Yeah.
So, I'm not happy.
Yeah. We're going to have to change his name in this as well to Charlie something else so they don't find him.
Yeah, I don't work on Bold Street, Tesco. Like that, don't work there. Yeah. Not after this goes out anyway.
So, to be fair, we're coming up to the hour and we've actually covered... Have we covered everything that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anything else you want to ask? Like anything that I'm doing now? Or?
Well, that's the next question. What's next for Charlie?
What's next? Well, we've... The four of the lads, when we left uni, we thought to ourselves, what do we do now? So we've created a theatre film company, which is now registered through the government and everything. I've had a letter saying director, called What Now?
Yeah.
Because we left them for, well, what now? Which I think's a good idea, to be honest.
I actually do like that.
So, obviously, I'm doing my short film. Through that, someone's wrote a play, and then we're going to do a showcase of, like, 4 different plays, 20 minutes. We're going to put pieces of paper under people's chairs, so when they finish, it's going to be, like, boxes. Just tick which one and that you like the most.
Yeah.
A little sentence on why, and then we'll just do that then. It's a full play.
Fair enough. How long is like a non-play average? It's about an hour and a half, isn't it?
Depends, really, yeah.
Yeah.
Do short ones or long ones with like an interval. Some don't.
So how did What Now really come about? Because I know you just left uni, like, okay, what now? But did someone already have that idea in their head, or were you all just sitting there and just chatting for ages, and then it just came up?
Well, yeah, we said we wanted to do something.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier on, where I was like, you know, we don't want to wait for people. We want to do it ourselves. So like, why not just... You got nothing to lose, you know what I mean?
It's fair enough, like.
So, well, why not just have a go? We're actually doing it now.
How far do you think you could take it?
Quite far. I think Liverpool's a boss city. Like theatre and stuff and film as well.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
It is. It's a very good art city, isn't it?
Yeah.
With like all the stuff that comes from that. So, how do you reckon you'd be able to take it to like the next step or something like that? Like, do you have to just find people and then hire a space, or do you talk to theatres?
Yes. So the Arts Bar on Hope Street, they have a theatre there.
Yeah.
It's like £390 a night. So if we just chip in, pay it, whatever, and then tickets can be like £6, £7.
Yeah.
You make some money back, and then that'll just go back in to the next one.
Yeah.
And then my short film I'm doing, I'm going to enter it into film festivals. So hopefully that gets noticed, picked up. I say that, it's not even done yet, but hopefully it's good enough to do that, you know what I mean?
Because when is it? January?
Yeah.
Have you got a date?
No. I'm doing a read through in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A professional one. Like big square table. Don't know if you've seen videos on YouTube, like The Office and that. Like all the cast round with the water bottles. Voss water, not this. What's this? I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know.
And then all the crew as well. and just see what works, see what doesn't, and then change stuff, see what people want to change.
Are you looking forward to it? Like,
yeah, I'm nervous.
Yeah,
stressed as well because like I'm not just I'm in it.
Yeah,
because I love the centre of attention, and I'm also like directing, and I've wrote it. So the credits are just going to be me. Just going to written by Charlie Glynn, directed by Charlie Glynn, starring Charlie Glynn. So costume by Charlie Glynn. It's just going to be me. It's a one man film.
I'd come and see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, as I said, I haven't even done it yet. But what I want to do is I want to put it on somewhere for like friends and family. Because with film festivals, you can't like. So weird. You can't put them on YouTube or anything until they've seen them. Yeah, which is annoying.
How come you can't put them on YouTube until they've seen them?
I don't know. I done one like 2 years ago and only come out like on YouTube last 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot about it. Boss, good film, but I just completely forgot. I was like, oh, fucking hell, I forgot I'd done that.
That's absolutely mental, I'm not going to lie.
It's one of them.
How much work actually goes into it? Like, behind the scenes and stuff?
A lot. You got to edit it. Obviously, sync the audio up. And then you've got to colour grade it. It's just a lot. It's a lot of work. I haven't thought about that yet. Yeah. When I hire someone to do it. Derek, can you edit?
But to be fair, you have got to make that can do it.
Who?
Oh, Red Bird Media.
Montel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monty.
Could hire him, actually.
Yeah.
Be a shout down. I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
There you go.
Montel, you hired, mate.
Yeah. And if you ever want to become a producer on a podcast, let me know, lad.
Yeah, because Derek's
just in case Derek
annual leave. He's on annual leave till...
Yeah. He's not getting any at the minute.
Christmas, yeah.
Need to get him a base salary first. But other than what now, is there anything else that you've got lined up for yourself, or you just focus on that one thing?
Just me improv classes now that I'm going to. I'm doing a few more shows with them. Yeah, that's good for confidence. That so you should have a go with that. Not saying you're not confident, but if you ever want to build confidence, it's funny.
Because isn't the improv show what you were saying before about? Oh, you stood there and you've got to they give you the word.
Yeah, so you ask the audience for a one-word suggestion, and then someone said last night waterfall. I told you before, but I'll say it again. Yeah. So I thought, like there's like A to C. So you think waterfall? I thought tap. Yeah. Water. Yeah. Stupid. So I told the story of I was in my room like 2 o'clock in the morning. I had a Red Bull, had my headphones on, listening to like Whitney Houston. I was on the Xbox, having the best time of my life. So I went to the toilet and come out, and my mum had obviously heard me in the toilet. I didn't know she was there because I had my headphones on. And she was just stood there looking like the girl from The Ring, with like half asleep with her fucking hair over her face. And I was like, whoa. And I said, I said to the audience, look, I don't condone hitting women, but my mum nearly caught her left hand. Everyone was laughing. I didn't hit my mum. I made a weird noise that could only be described as something, I don't even know what it was. I don't think any person or animal has ever made a noise on the planet. It's like a little... But, I wasn't that scared. Yeah. So my great time went from, the worst time. Yeah. Put a Dell on when I got back to my room. Drank water, bit me Red Bull.
God, that was a waterfall to say the least, weren't it?
I know. But yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, sorry, I was so funny, bro. I was just too busy thinking about knocking my mum out. Yeah, so you do that, and then you do 3 scenes. So someone done a scene where they were about the Ring, the girl from The Ring, saying like, "Have you watched this?" Like, I watched it, and they rang me and said, "I'm gonna die in 7 days." And like, what? And then they put it on first. Yeah, it was mad. It's weird improv. You think acting's awkward. Improv can be awkward if like it just dies on its ass when you get up.
I don't want to sound like stupid saying this.
Go on.
There's improv is just short for improvise because you improvise.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I should have said that for you non-actors, you know what I mean?
Yeah. As soon as you said that, I was like, am I stupid for like thinking this through or whatever?
Improvisation,
yeah, improvisation.
It's fun though. I'm really enjoying it.
I'll happily put Derek onto that.
Do it?
I've done my years of acting. I've done my time.
You want to do it, Derek? Come with me.
Do it.
A little show.
Give it a go.
Would you?
There's like a few people on there that have never performed in their life.
Do you literally just turn up and then you just say, fire?
No, well,
And then
I'm
you
doing
just-
the classes, so
Oh, okay.
do you do like a show at the end of your class, like at
Do you
the
ever watch
the course?
Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, it's
On
like it's
Dave?
basically like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I
Like,
love
what's
that.
whose line is it anyway?
It's improv.
Yeah.
It's like that. You get given scenarios.
Mm.
Like
Yeah, there's a few different styles of improv, like, but
yeah,
they do, I can't remember what they one's called.
Mm.
they do all sorts.
Fair
They do ones where like the audience writes a scenario on a piece of paper,
Yeah.
and they all do, and then they pick it out of a hat, and then they've all got to make a funny scene out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very underrated show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, fair
unbelievable.
Would you ever go on improv? What was it? Whose line is it next?
Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, whose line? Would you ever go on that?
Yeah, I'm not good enough for that. Yeah, but I will go on it. It'll be funny. Like there's one that I seen on TikTok. They called, I think it's like Shoot From the Hip,
Yeah.
and they asked for the audience for a one-word suggestion for like a film. They're gonna do a feature film,
Yeah.
like an Oscar-winning feature film, and it was like, I can't remember what the line was. It was something like, "Oh my God, who did that?"
Mm.
And then they just come up with this play about like the French, and I was mad,
Mm.
like World War. But I thought, literally within a second, they're doing it.
Fair enough. See, I'm one of them. I cannot think of stuff on the spot.
Yeah, especially when you're like, there's like 40 people
Yeah.
watching you.
So I remember when I went to I had therapy for a few months, just to help me like figure all my stuff and all that out.
Mm.
And one of my things where that she realised was that if someone asks me a question, I'm really bad at just stopping and like just not being able to think of anything. So like obviously with this, if it comes to the moment where like I have to think on the spot of a new question, I could have like a proper brain fart and
Really,
just
yeah.
be like,
We should swap.
yeah, like I just won't be able to physically be able to bring anything up.
Yeah?
It's probably weird. So me and improv,
No,
No.
not good for you.
not good for me. I'll come and watch and maybe
Yeah,
laugh,
I'll
but
let you know about my next one.
yeah.
We do like a 30-minute set or something. But
Yeah. Last one then. Question, and this is just for you personally.
Hmm.
If you could change the world, how would you do it?
Ooh.
I'm gonna ask everyone this. I think.
Well, I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be funny to see what other people's takes are.
Mm-hmm.
Change the world. Probably the most cliche one. Just no war, but you know.
No war.
Well, especially with what's going on now. You know what I mean? It's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go into it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
feel
fair
it'll
enough.
be here
Is
for
it?
hours,
Yeah.
but-
Is it bad? Just that last thing. Is it bad that I haven't really took much notice of it because I hate watching the news? And I
don't
hate,
really watch
like-
the news. It's just always depressing and
Yeah.
morbid.
But it's like one of them, something so severe is going on at the minute that you should be knowledgeable about it. But I don't want to watch it because just how messed up it is.
You know, you can see it on everything now. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Well,
Probably all free food for everyone. Free Nando's.
free Nando's.
Oh, I love Nando's. Where's that Just Eat driver? Sucker's time.
Yeah. Alright. Well, should we call it there? To be fair, we've been doing this for over an hour.
Have we?
It's been 65 minutes, hour and 5.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Flew that.
Next time, if you ever do come on, it'll be longer because I'll be more experienced
Yeah.
and stuff like
I'd
that.
like a
but
3-hour one. That's okay.
Yeah.
Would you? Just a 3-hour one, or just me,
Just you.
just chatting
Okay.
to the camera, and Derek and you.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. We can all get our own camera. We can get a fourth member in
With a Nando's.
with the Nando's. We'll just do it. What's the big massive mukbang?
Oh,
That
I'd
is-
love to do one of them, you know.
Just do a mukbang and Nando's.
I'm a fatty.
Fat. Right, I'll probably call it there, lad.
Happy days. No
Thanks
worries,
for
man.
coming on, lad.